LGBTQ 1 Minute News, let's queer up politics. Don Lemon says he is totally serious about exploring a run for U.S. president. Speaking on the Can't Be Censored podcast, Lemon said, quote, "I am being totally serious. I actually think I would be a really good president of the United States. People keep asking me to do it," end quote. Lemon said he has already spoken with political insiders about the logistics and timing of launching a campaign. He added that he would rather build a grassroots campaign than rely on major donors. While no formal campaign has been announced, Lemon said a decision could come closer to the 2027 or 2028 election cycle. Good for Don. We are going to have a very crowded field this coming presidential election. Assuming that they're not going to try to renominate, you know who again?
Kamala?
No, well, that.
You think we're going to nominate Joe Biden? I could see some Democrats trying to nominate Joe Biden.
I'm worried. I think. Without saying anything, due to the fact that it's still so far away, we probably are going to have a wide open field, at least on the Democrat side.
As a former party staffer and someone who looks at all this, this is supposed to be a 1 minute news, but whatever. One on Dawn. Let's first start with Dawn. I think he's a sweetie pie, though. He may or may not have been fired for inappropriate comments on CNN or homophobia. CNN's a mess. Let's just be honest. But if he were to run, I think the thing that might haunt him, while I thought it was amazing to watch him be very drunk on 2016 or 2017 New Year's for the New Year's and drunkenly get his ear pierced and tell another reporter on air about why he thinks he's not very good at finding a boyfriend. I think that's adorable. I think that'll hurt him running for president, quite frankly.
I don't know.
But on the idea of who's going to be the Democratic nominee, one, yes, everyone in this is going to run for president. You should run, Bobby. I should run. We should all run. Everyone's going to run. Why not?
To get totally political, but I think, Pete Buttigieg, he served in our armed forces. He has, a good family model. He's had exposure. There may be a better candidate, but I think he's a great speaker. He certainly put people on Fox News in their place.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's John Ossoff recently who is coming out swinging. James Tallarico is great as a speaker.
Yes.
And he reached a lot of people who otherwise shut their ears off from blue politics.
You also hinted something about where I'm going to go. One, you mentioned 3 millennials. So I remember in 2020, there was some data on who the primary voters in the Democrat 2028 primary are going to be. 2/3 of them are going to be millennial and Gen Z. I've been saying for a while, I think the most likeliest candidate is most likely going to be an unknown and or a millennial. So Dawn is one of the two, but you're hinting at it. I don't know who's going to be, but it's going to be a wild card.
It's going to be very interesting come primary season, and that is an LGBTQ 1 minute news story. There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.